from BellaSunshyn. My neck is doing much better now. I'm still doing physical therapy. I'm not at 100%, but I am able to do some crafting. So today I just want to do something really easy. I didn't have time to make a prototype. I spent way too much time trying to figure out, does this need to be a square? Can I do it into a rectangle? I don't even know what to call this thing. I'm making it into a pocket with some flip-flop interactive thing. You'll see what I'm talking about once we finish the page. For this pocket to work, we are going to need it to be a square. And I'm going to put this pocket right here on my planner. And the biggest size that I can put in my planner is 6.5, and so that's what I will be working on. Of course, with whatever journal you guys are using, you're going to change the size, just as long as it's a square. The first thing that we need to do is going to build our base, our main base first. And so I'm just going to use some book pages. You're going to need 2 pieces of the same size book pages for the main one. And what we're going to try to build is, I have like this, is we're making this kind of folding thing like this. Okay, and we need to do 2 of this. And so the easiest thing for me was, because I did run into a problem, and as you guys know, I'm a perfectionist, and that is one of my flaws. And for this to work, and I don't know what it is, I don't know if it's my scoreboard, but I know I'm going to get the perfect size that I need if I do it this way. Of course, you guys will have your own way. What I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and score it to 3.25. So we're going to go ahead and do 3.25. And you want to go ahead and flip this and do it also. It just makes it easier for it to fold. Then we'll go ahead and do the second 3.25. Moon decided to join us. Okay, so I have 2 of my pieces all cut and ready. I went ahead and cut the top and the bottom just to make sure that they're all lined up. So now what we need to do is, I'm going to need more book pages, and you're going to need 4. And what we're going to do is, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here since Moon is in the way. We are going to cut this into 3.25 by 6.5, and we need 4. And the way I do it is I go ahead and cut this into 3.25, and then I fold it in half. And then I go ahead and cut it into 3.25. Oh, okay, let me try to do that again. I think these pages are really fragile. And see, this is why I folded in half and then cut it, because look, I did not do a very good job in folding it in half. So it's not quite lining up. Let's see if I can cut this better. Oh, I think my blade is dull. I'm going to use my other cutter because this is not cutting pretty good. I think my blade is dull on this one. Okay, I have my 4 pieces cut to fit in our base. Let's see. I think we need to go ahead and label these just so I don't get confused. So all I'm doing here is, this is going to be the right side, and this is the top, and then the left side, and that's the top. So, Moon, I think you're in the way, because when we have this, we're supposed to be able to open it like this, right? And then over here like this. Yes, that's correct. Then, let me see if I can move her. Just a little, baby. I'm sorry. So now we have these four, and what we're doing is, these are supposed to be glued here. So you'll see one piece here. And then when you open them, let me see here. I think it's supposed to go this way, something like this. So when you open these pieces, you're supposed to be, no, that goes this way. You're supposed to be able to flip this, and you'll see a different picture here, and you flip this different picture. Let me think this through for a second. Okay, the best way to do this is, I went ahead and cut 3 different pieces, different design on them, so it's easier for us to look at it. Let me put this aside. And what we're doing is we need to glue these pieces into this. And the best way to do this, I kind of figured out in my head already, is we're going to have to number. So my recommendation is that if you guys are making this, build a prototype first. So that way you can kind of tell how the decoration is going to work out. So with this one, it needs to be glued this way. So I'm going to mark it into a 1. And for right now, I am just going to use my glue stick and just put it in the middle, because I just want to show you guys the base. It's going to go that way. Then the number 2 needs to go this way. So this one we're going to mark number 2. And then glue. So we have 1 and 2. Then 3 is the need to go this way. So we'll mark that. And then the last one is going to go this way. So 4. Okay, so this is what we have. So when you have this on your journal, it's going to look like this. So it could be one piece of a picture. And when you open this, you'll see different picture here. And you can move this here. And then you can move this one here. And then this one here, like this. Then you'll have another set of big picture. So let's mark that into, we'll do A, B, C, D. So that's like one set of picture. And these main one that's glued down is going to be by itself. So let's do another marking. We'll do I. So with this, it looks like you need 3 different set of pictures. One full set that, you know, can kind of like go together like this. And then the other one is the main one, which is the number like this. These other one could be individual, so it doesn't really matter, but you'll still be able to see it. So that's what this one looks like. Then when you have it decorated, when you open this up, on this side here, you have another set that you need to decorate this page. And then over here, when you flip this over, you have another set over here that you need to decorate. Then when you open this up like this, you have this piece. And then of course, this one, this could be all one big picture or whatever you guys are, however you guys are going to decorate it. So this, you want this to be one size. So it's going to be 6.5 by 6.5. And then you got individual here. With this particular project, there is so many ways to do some hidden pockets over here. Like for instance, over here, if you decorate this, the piece that you're going to use to decorate here, you can just glue the 3 sides, and then you'll have a pocket going this way. And you can do the same concept on the other side going this way. And then as far as for the little ones, the ones that are glued down, we can also make them into a pocket like this. This one would have to go going this way. Number 4 would have to go this way. And then for the 1 and 2, you have an option of going to the side or going to the top. So that's going to be entirely up to you. Then you also have an option of using some kind of tab to kind of help you. You can easily like pull this open, you know, like this. But if you're going to put a tab, my advice is to put the tab first before you glue these down, so it could be hidden. So we would have to glue this down like this, and that way it's not going to close this up. And then you can easily open it like this. If you are going to use a tab, make sure you use cardstock. If not, just double your paper so it's a lot stronger than, because you're going to be using it to pull out. I'm a visual learner, so I want to show you guys what I have in mind on how I'm going to put this into my planner. I am part of a Facebook group called GUD Karma Creative Studio. I'm part of their crew where I use their digital to make something to give you guys some ideas or inspire you to add stuff to your journal. I will leave the Facebook group link on the description if you guys want to go ahead and check them out. The kit that I am going to be using is by, I am sorry if I'm mispronouncing your first name wrong, Chastea Bellarosa. She goes by Chastity Design, and the kit that I'm using is called Bugzilla. Okay, so the one I'm going to be using for this side, I'm not building a base for myself because I don't want to add more bulk into my planner, because I have like a year's worth of creative things that I have to do with it, and I don't want it to become bulky. So planning things out and printing it the way I need it to print to work out my way is what I have, and I want to show you guys what I'm doing here. So with this one, as you can see, these are my 2 panels, and the 3rd panel is this one. I'm going to have to cut that down, and I'm actually going to be, you know, folding it in thirds like this. I'm not making the side into any pockets just because, again, I don't want to add any more bulk. And then on the other side, I have it printed going this way. As you can see, there's going to be the base that I'm gluing. So it's actually, you know, this side. That's what I have here. And I'm going to go ahead and fold that up. And let's see, for these, I have my little bugs that I'm using. As you can see, all I'm doing with this one is folding them up, gluing it to this side, and then for the top over here, I am going to be using this piece. So that's one piece there that I have to cut in four on equal size of 4. So I can go ahead and glue that like this. Then on the inside, I have this one that I will be using for the center like this. And then on this side, I have this set that I'm gonna cut in half and then decorate this and this like this. That is the plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and crease, fold my stuff in half, and then maybe I can show you guys on how I'm gluing it all together. I have all my pieces all cut and inked. And when you guys cut your main one, make sure I had to number them just so I remember how to put them all back together. So it's gonna go like this. And then the other pieces here I also numbered. And we are just going to go ahead and glue these. And I also inked the part where it's white just so I don't see it. It's a preference, of course. 3 is gonna go this way. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to be using my 3-in-1 glue because this is going to allow me to really line these up. So I'm going to go ahead and glue all these together. So I have these glued, and now we need to go ahead and do the trifold. And so we're going to glue the inside. So I am using this over here, and what you want to do is you want to be careful when you're gluing this piece because you don't want to go on the crease, and it's going to prevent you from closing it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this, and then I am gluing this over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the main one here like this, and I'm going to glue it to this panel, and then I'm going to glue it to this panel. Well, wait, this way, like this, okay? The inside glued. Now if you are going to use a tab for these side, you need to go ahead and glue them before you glue these pieces. For me, unfortunately, I don't have room for tab. I wish I thought about that when I made my square. I don't have enough room. So you would just go ahead and glue that here, and then you won't be able to see. It's not going to block the opening of your page. So with this now, we are just going to go ahead and glue these panels. Just double checking to make sure when you glue it that you're gluing it the right way. So it's going to go like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. If you need to trim, go ahead and trim. As you can see, mine is not quite lined up. I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem once I put these panels together. Here it is. Just be careful when you do glue that you're opening this up, making sure that it opens pretty good. As you can see on mine, I messed up a little bit here. There's a little fold there, but that's okay. But just be careful when you're gluing, making sure you can open it without any problem. With this one, there's a little bit of a resistance, and see how it's not sitting flat, unlike this one. So just check that. Now what I want to do is I want to do a closure on this, and I printed out this dragonfly. The top one is the original, as you can see, and then this one I flipped it over because I want to cut up the dragonfly and put it in I'm thinking like some kind of fabric to make it stronger. But I think what I'm going to do is back it up with some book pages on both of this, and then put it on I have this piece. I think it's going to be big enough. I won't know until I cut up the dragonfly. I'm going to put it onto my jean, and then I'm going to put the magnet. So what you want to do is you want to see if your magnet is strong enough. So I have these magnet, and I did do the test. If I double up the, what do you call this, the jean, it's going to be able to find the magnet together. So I'll go ahead and work on the closure, and I'm going to put the magnet right in the middle of the dragonfly. So here's what my dragonfly look like. One side we have the dark color of the jean, and then on the other side is the lighter. So the magnet, I want to be able to put this in the middle like this to close it up. So what we're doing now for the back is we're going to put the magnet in here. So I want to do another backing over here because I want it to be a pocket when we put this in my journal. I want this to be a pocket over here, and I don't want it to, we need to hide the magnet. So to do the magnet, we need to go ahead and place our dragonfly. So let's say I want it here. Like this. I know it's upside down. Let's say we're putting it there. I'm just gonna put these so it doesn't move. And then I have the other magnet, and I need to see where it's gonna hit. So that is where we need to glue the magnet. And all I'm using is going to be my art glitter glue. So if I want to just mark it, see if I try to, yep, that's where it goes. Oops. So I'm just gonna put glue and then just drop it and let that dry. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and back this up with another book page that is 6.5 by 6.5. And I'm just gonna make sure that I put glue all around the magnet. Probably. So here it is. There's our closure, all magnetized, and there's the back. Now all I have to do is glue this into my planner. I am going to do a flip through at the end of this video. Please watch that, and I can show you what I did to the other pages to add this on. If you guys have any question, please leave a comment below. I'm also going to leave the link for the magnet that I use for this. This has been the best magnet I've used. I did get this at Amazon. It is the thinnest that I've found. So if you guys are interested in this, the link will be on the description. I hope you guys like it. This was really time consuming but fun to make. I love the outcome. I love the dragonfly. The kit is absolutely beautiful, and I hope this inspires you guys to maybe give it a try. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.